I'm Andy Steuer. I'm the CEO and co-founder of a company called Composer. We are a content marketing platform. And what we do is we help our clients tell their story. Every business has a story to tell and value that you create for your customers. So what we do is we help you tell that story, communicate with your prospects, and ultimately generate leads and nurture those leads. So a little bit about, before we jump into how we do it, the why. Why do we write content? So writing content is important because it helps to demonstrate the value that you create for your customers. When we all go to a website, we're checking out whether we're going to do business with somebody. We're looking at, what are they saying about their business? Are they saying things that are educational and helpful for me is this company I'm going to learn from? Is this a company that is a leader in the market? I have a team, so am I going to be making the right decisions by going with that business? And all these questions are going on in people's minds when they go to a website. We all do this. So content becomes the connective tissue between you and your prospect in that moment to be able to educate them and demonstrate your expertise in what you do. So it's really important to create content. It's not just, to have a brochure website anymore. You really have to lead with content. And, it's basically the basic of this is if you're not writing content, you basically don't exist on the internet because so many other people are. So what we do is we help our clients, put a plan together. And so now we'll jump into a little bit of like, how do we do that? And what's the methodology around it? There's a lot of misinformation about SEO and how SEO works. So what we'll do today, we're going to make this a working session. What we'll do is we'll do, quick flyby and a quick little analysis on what's going on with your websites and what you can do about it. Okay, we're going to go with Joanna's website first. I love the Pinnacle AI concept, and we'll jump into that as well. So Joanna, let's take a look at what's going on here. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to jump into it. So first, let's look at One Love Ministries. So a couple of things here. So when we're looking at your website, this is a pretty good overview, kind of get an overview, nice pictures, gives you an idea of what you do. There are a few recommendations just off the top that I would make here is this tag right here is called an H1 tag. When Google crawls your website, what do? They look at your title tag, which is up here, and they look at the H1 tag, very first thing that they do. Then they scroll through the content that's here, and they say, okay, so what do? So what you want to do with these opportunities, with title tag here and the H1 tag, is you want to have keywords in there that you ultimately want to rank for. Right. So if it's ministry in a particular region, then you want to say that so that Google knows where to categorize you. Think of Google as a giant Dewey Decimal System, right? So when you tell Google what you do explicitly the keywords that you want to rank for, then they know where to place you in their index. And it looks like also so let's see. Okay, so you've got some other pages here. This is just jumps you down to the section there. I gotcha. So you have an opportunity here to write some blog content. Looks like you don't have a blog here. A blog is really useful in being able to expand on what you do, tell the stories of what you do. And so I'd recommend having a blog on your website because it's going to be, kind of first and foremost. We'll jump into some methodology in just a moment. We're going to do a little flyby here for now. Okay, so Pinnacle AI, turn your business into an automated revenue, and then ... So what Google looks at is they look at this headline. It's in all caps. Google will probably ding you for that. So you probably want to use some keywords up there that are keywords that you want to rank for. And so turn it into a revenue generating machine on autopilot. So when I look at the website here, I see, so it looks like you are helping businesses create this end-to-end customer acquisition platform. That's what I gleaned from this. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
It's a CRM. I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're a CRM company.
Gotcha. Okay. So what I would recommend is if there are keywords like CRM that you want to rank for, which by the way, CRM is a very hard term to rank for. So we probably want to rank for are other things around CRM that will get you in a better position. So here's we're going to just kind of run through this a little bit just to kind of show you how an SEO company would do this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the Get Pinnacle URL and we're going to just do a quick overview. This is what Google looks at when they see your website. So you have a domain rating of 29. That's good. That means that there's a little bit of trust going on there with Google. Looks also like that's a 5 year. Let's look at the 1 year. So this is your 1 year kind of trajectory in terms of how much search traffic the website is getting. So looks like you bumped up here to 100 visitors a month, maybe around, 30 to 100 visitors a month now. And in terms of keywords that you're ranking for 43 keywords. That's what it says, all keywords there. And then this gets broken down into different sections so that these are positions on Google. So you have 3 keywords ranking in the top 3. You have 1 keyword ranking in position 4 to 10. So 1 to 10 is page 1 on Google. 3 keywords on page 2 and 36 keywords on positions 21 to 50, so page 2 to 5. And we can look at what those keywords are by just looking here. And so branded search term here, Pinnacle CRM, great. What we're looking for when we look at this page is we're looking at the volume. This is the search volume per month that those keywords get. This is called the keyword difficulty. Keyword difficulty is a scale from 1 to 100. It's a logarithmic scale. So going from 71 to 72 is much harder than going from 9 to 10, for example. So for a relatively new website, I would recommend targeting keywords that are under 30. Really, the lower you go, the easier it's going to be to rank for those keywords. But I would say, anything under 30 is a good target. And then what this shows you is what position you're in for those keywords, right? So we were talking about, keywords that are ranking on page 2 to 5, for example. You got a few of these here. So live chat triggers and first impression logo and stuff. So the 3 criteria that we're looking for in our strategy are it's the keyword and the volume and the keyword difficulty. So the keyword is we need to have the keyword in order for us to go after a keyword that's going to be useful for us to invest in content. It has to meet 3 criteria. Those are the keyword needs to have purchase intent. It needs to be something like CRM solution for small business as a keyword. That would be a great keyword with purchase intent. Then it also needs to have volume. And what I recommend is that it has volume of a minimum of 200 a month. Likely, if you can, 400 or 500 or above is great because you're going to be investing in content to help you rank for those keywords. And then the third leg of the stool here, and the third criteria, is that it has to have a keyword difficulty of 30 or under. So this is kind of a benchmark to show you where you're at. These are the pages that are ranking that are helping this keyword, for example, get you ranking. So that's how that works. So we know that content here drives position here. Is all that making sense so far? Any questions before I move on?
It's interesting to look at this because we get totally different information on Google Analytics. As
Yeah.
far as like traffic, it's interesting.
Yeah. So, and some of the traffic in Google Analytics is bot traffic. So the numbers can be inflated in Google Analytics. And, with all this data, like a caveat is, you know, these are snapshots. It's not the end all be all. We use this information directionally. So take that as it is, and you kind of have to triangulate the data. But just know that a lot of Google Analytics traffic is bot data. So then we say, okay, well, let's take a look at keywords that could help us rank organically. So I'm just going to use this search term, AI CRM, right? We're going to just start there. What you can do is we can look at keywords that are like AI CRM. These are, examples. So AI CRM software, best AI CRM, AI CRM benefits. All of these kinds of keywords are they have purchase intent and they're relevant to your business. So let's see what the traffic looks like for these. So, okay, so it's not a ton of traffic. So what we want to do is we want to expand our search here and look at related terms. And this is what we do when we work with our clients, right? So AI CRM, that's a good one, right? It meets our criteria. Somebody's looking for AI CRM, they have intent. There's a keyword difficulty of 13, so it's attainable, and there are 900 searches a month, right? So what I'm trying to do is illustrate when we apply the strategy, this is how we get to this search term is something that we would put onto our short list and write content about. So we continue to expand, our search terms around this, and we go through a process where we look at other terms that are related so that we can, try to get you quality traffic that helps you. Another way of doing this as well is you can say small business growth software, CRM, right? And that's opening up the funnel at the top of the funnel a little bit more. And we can look at a search like this. And what we'll see here is so customer relationship management for small businesses. Okay, that's a good one. CRM for small businesses. It's a KD of 31, this KD of 36, so it's kind of on the cusp. We kind of have to pick our battles with that. We'll look at related terms and see if there are any other terms here that are useful. Now we've got, our big dogs right here, our HubSpots and what is a CRM. And you can see the KD here is really high. Search volume is also really high. So what we want to do is filter this a little bit and look at KD of up to, let's say up to 30 and our volume of a minimum of 300. And we will do a sort here. And now we have, CRMs for small businesses, 1,300 searches a month, KD of 30. So that's in the zone. Probably don't want to, go against Keep or Salesforce here. Cheap CRM, that might be something that you want to target and write some content about. Examples of CRM systems, that's 300 searches. So you kind of get the idea of how we get to a strategy to identify what keywords and topics we would write about. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass it over to my colleague, Andrew, who will walk us through how we write content. Now that we know what keywords and topics we're going to write about, how do we leverage AI to write content? And Andrew, take it away.
Hi, everybody. My name is Andrew Lippman. I'm a partner manager here at Composer, and I just want to dovetail into everything that Andy's been talking about. We preach intentionality with content, right? If you're going to go to the time, effort, and expense of crafting and posting content, you want return. You got to make sure that it reaches your ideal customer profile where they are. Google is kind enough to show us where the traffic is, what sort of volume there is, what the competitive nature of the terms are in play. So you have to represent yourself authentically, but you have to make sure it reaches your audience where they are. So again, keyword research is critical for us. This is Composer. This is our human-assisted AI content generation platform. Human-assisted because we feel it needs to be. AI is a fabulous tool, but human intelligence is required to get the most out of it. So that's why we're here to execute a strategy, and here on the tail end to make sure that the content is accurate and timely and represents your business. So if you wouldn't mind unmuting yourself, Mr. Pinnacle AI, I have your business up and I'd like to run a demo for you. So the first thing we do at Composer is we take a look at your website and put together a synopsis of your business, your products and services, and your ideal customer profile. It is a critical step for us. If we're going to try to craft connective tissue between you and your audience, the more we know on both ends of the equation, the easier that process becomes. So please take a quick peek here and let me know how we did at this step. And Charles, one of the things to remember is if this is what our system is gleaning from a passage or website, it is what Google's seeing when they crawl your website as well. So if there's anything here that is less than what you want it to be, there needs to be some polishing of your content to make sure that the message is getting across accurately.
No, it's pretty spot on.
Great. Appreciate that. So based on that information, as soon as I say new article, Composer begins to compile topic clusters, keywords, and subjects it deems as critical to connect you with your audience. For instance, customer relation management. There's 36 subtopics in there alone. There are hundreds of topics here to be writing about. And again, we're intentional at every step, meaning Composer is looking for where is there some robust search traffic? Where is the traffic purchase intent? And where is that traffic? Where are those keywords less competitive so that that traffic is achievable, as Andy was talking about? Again, it's important not to go after the white whales day one. We've got to start with low-hanging fruit, build some trust with Google, and then you can expand down the road. So take a peek around this page and let's pick a subject to write a strong piece of content around.
Let's go with streamlining business operations.
Okay. So here's all of the subtopics at the moment in that topic cluster.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
No, please, I want you
But
to.
CRM implementation tips on the right there. I mean, on the left.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. So at this stage, we need to choose what sort of content we're crafting. We're not limited to blog content with Composer. It is merely what most people are looking for to move the SEO dial. And we do preach blogs as this direct path to educating Google. Blogs are currently the largest segment of top 5 Google results, more than landing pages and product descriptions. So it's an important version of messaging, but we're comfortable with everything: how-tos, op-eds, case studies, white papers, etc. So Composer begins by putting together 5 potential headlines on the subject we've chosen. Let's see if one grabs you. How CRM implementation transformed our sales pipeline overnight. Secrets to CRM implementation most companies overlook. Avoid these common pitfalls in CRM implementation.
We'll go with that one.
Oh, okay. Number 3. And again, we can continue to regenerate till we're happy, or we can lead Composer with a custom headline. So at the next step, we've got to define our angle of approach to this piece of content. Are we going to highlight frequent mistakes companies make during CRM setup and how to avoid them? Discuss challenges in CRM integration and practical solutions for overcoming them? Explore ineffective CRM strategies and offer actionable improvements for better results.
Let's go with the third.
Okay. So Composer will begin with an outline. One of the exciting things with Composer, if we are given the honor of engaging, we can train Composer on your pre-existing content. Makes it a bespoke platform very quickly. We can capture your brand voice and run with it. So here's our outline. We have why CRM implementation often fails, misalignment with business goals, insufficient user training, overcomplicating the CRM system, data quality and management issues, lack of continuous improvement, and then turning failures into success. So again, if we're given the honor of engage, Composer will be trained and knows that it's always representing you. In the meantime, we can say, promote Pinnacle AI. And is that the way you refer to your business? And is there an LLC or?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
As a leader in the industry. And we hit revise. Now Composer knows it's focusing this article on your business, and we can get to the next step. And again, if we engage, we can absorb your style guide and get a sense of how you like to write to people. And in the meantime, we've got a lead Composer with a writer persona. What is the voice and tone of this article? Is it coming from an SEO specialist or technologist, financial analyst, entrepreneur, marketing manager, or lifestyle luminary?
SEO specialist, I guess.
Okay. This will begin to render in real time, and I'll describe how we engage and deliver. The first thing we do is assign a content strategist to your business. They become your account manager and main point of contact. They bring a researcher along with them so we can dig into your space. You get monthly strategy meetings, so we stay on top of what we're trying to accomplish and who we're trying to reach and what sort of publishing cadence we're going to establish. We publish directly to your blog and promote through your social media channels upon approval of content. So it's a very efficient process. 3 contextually relevant images included in every post. We guarantee your happiness with the content. Again, there's humans in the loop to make sure it is accurate and timely and properly represents your business. And here is an over 800 word SEO optimized piece of content tasked with educating Google on what focused eyes to be sending to your website. And at that stage, I am going to pass the baton back to Andy.
What do you guys think so far about what we covered here? It's all making sense?
It all makes sense. I wonder if it's great that I can pick the title, I can pick what I want it to be about, But is there a way, if you have my company profile, like on that first screen that you showed, is there a way that your platform, or is it on the roadmap, to come up with a plan or a schedule? Basically, I don't want to have to go through 6, 7, 8 screens clicking and selecting.
Charles, just to recap, if you engage with us with Composer, this is human assisted, meaning you have a team dedicated to getting the job done. Other than monthly strategy meetings and reviewing and approving content in a timely manner, everything else is on our team's plate. So
Okay,
again,
so I
you
don't
get
have to go in there and generate the content. I just say, yeah, that sounds great. Let's do that this month or this quarter, and
Exactly.
exactly.
That's
I wait
exactly how it
I
is.
wait for the copy.
You got it.
Exactly. Again,
Yeah.
other than reviewing and approving that content in a timely manner, everything else is automated. We connect our systems day one to all of your outlets, meaning let's say your blog, LinkedIn, Alignable, Twitter, X, Facebook, wherever you populate content. And day one, we sit down and it's a collaborative effort, right? We bring our perspective on what you should be writing about. You tell us the things you'd like to go after, and we get the job done and we publish automatically and free you up for higher value tasks.
Now, what blogs do you integrate with?
Pretty much everyone. What are you a WordPress website? Are you a Webflow? What's
None
your
of the above. We have our own.
Okay,
We have an
fantastic.
API, but
That's fine. We can work with that and publish to it. And also each blog post comes with a social media post to promote it. So the sequence is we write the content, going through the same process Andrew mentioned. You approve the content. Once you approve the content, we publish it to your website and we promote it through your social channels. So you can drive traffic from social to your website and generate awareness there. And also so that you can build up your brand voice in social. So, you know how it is when you're checking out a business, you're going to look at their website, probably going to go look at their social channels and see, are they publishing anything? Is there anything useful here that I could learn from? So by having a presence there as well, it makes for a complete content marketing solution. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
thanks.